did this topic last time around tipping, which is a great episode. You should go check it out.
Yeah.
All the episodes are, so make sure you listen to every single word that we say all the time.
It's so good.
Yeah. The content here is just out of control.
Here we go back to complimenting ourselves.
Man, I gotta tone that down.
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, I really did enjoy this topic last time, was do's and don'ts.
All right. You gonna hit me with some more?
All right, I'm gonna hit you some do's and don'ts. Wedding rehearsals. What are some of the do's?
Tell everybody that the rehearsal starts earlier than it does.
Why?
Because everybody is always late to a wedding rehearsal. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. There's always at minimum at least one bridesmaid and one groomsman who are late.
And a parent.
Somebody who's really important. So tell everyone to arrive early. I would say that if your rehearsal's at 5, tell them it starts at 4:45. Have somebody in charge. So have a planner, a wedding director, your officiant, your friend, your mom, whoever, but make sure there's somebody who's in charge. Once everybody gets there, people just are mulling around. They don't know what to do. So make sure you have somebody who can kind of take control of the situation and start the rehearsal. I think it's great to have an aisle. If you're at an outside venue, then maybe you can have the venue set up a couple of chairs. It's hard for people to picture what the aisle is going to look like and where they're going to stand and stuff if they don't have something to kind of reference. It's always fun to carry a fake bouquet. So I think it's a Southern tradition. I don't know, to have the ribbons from all your gifts of showers and put that into a bouquet. So put someone in charge of that. That's super fun. Practice the giveaway like we talked about.
Right.
If you're doing the giveaway, or even if you're not doing a formal giveaway, if someone's walking you down the aisle, make sure that you kind of practice how that's going to go, and practice when you're going to give your bouquet away, and when you're going to turn towards each other, when you're going to hold hands, and when you're going to look at each other and things like that, which feels weird, but you should practice that. And I think if you have flower girls and ring bearers, bring the pillow or the basket or whatever. They're little. It's just good for them to practice with what they're going to be doing.
Right.
Give them some direction.
And what they're going to cry into.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. So then what are some of the don'ts of a wedding rehearsal?
Don't forget to invite your readers, because that's a big portion of your ceremony.
Yeah.
Or singers, or if you have anyone who's doing a blessing or anything like that, because you don't want them to.
Saying it in your head is different than saying it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they need to know when to stand up, and where do they go and where do they sit, and there's just a lot of logistics. I think it'll make them
what to
feel
do
better.
with their hands.
What to do with their hands. I would say don't panic if someone can't make it to the rehearsal. It's not the end of the world. You can fill them in. Obviously it's good to have a majority of the people there, but it's not worth panicking. I personally don't like practicing the ceremony word for word. I think that it's better suited to have the full ceremony revealed to everybody on wedding day.
Yeah.
So my recommendation is to just kind of go through we're going to start with a welcome, then I'm going to give, a greeting, and then we're going to do the unity ceremony without giving all the I don't know, meat to the ceremony.
Yeah.
Force the kids to cooperate. I would say this goes for rehearsal and for wedding day. The kids are a wild card. So if they participate, they participate. If they're crying, you don't send them down the aisle. You just, if they decide to run down the aisle or, walk slowly and look at everything, you just kind of got to go with it. You can't control that. If you're going to have kids in your bridal party, just know you can't control them. And then personally, I like it when you have the couple step back once you've lined, bridesmaids and groomsmen up, have them step back and make sure they like how the altar order looks, the height and the way that everybody's standing, and you don't want to switch anybody around. So make sure that you do that on wedding day.
Okay.
So those are my don'ts.
Perfect.